Socrates, a classical Greek philosopher who made a huge impact on Western logic and philosophy, was born around 470 BC in Athens, Greece. Although we know little about his life beyond the information recorded by his students like Plato, what we do know makes it clear that he had a unique and powerful philosophy and personality. Socrates was son of Sophroniskis, a stonemason and sculptor, and Phanerete, a midwife. Because he was not from an aristocratic family, he most likely received a basic Greek education and learned his father's craft at a young age before devoting his life to philosophy. He married Xanthippe and together they had 3 sons, Lamprocles, Sophroniscus and Menexenus. Socrates believed that philosophy had the potential to cause greater well-being in society. He aimed to establish an ethical system based on human reason by pointing out that our choices were motivated by the desire for happiness, and that wisdom comes from introspection. While some Athenians admired Socrates' challenges to conventional Greek wisdom, many felt he threatened a way of life that had persisted for generations. When the political climate of Greece turned, Socrates was sentenced to death by hemlock poisoning in 399 BC and accepted his judgment. These Socrates quotes are still inspiring and profoundly thought-provoking to people today. The unexamined life is not worth living. To find yourself, think for yourself. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. Education is the kindling of a flame, not the filling of a vessel. Be slow to fall into friendship, but when you are in, continue firm and constant. What I do not know, I do not think I know. Nothing is to be preferred before justice. Justice, if only we knew what it was. Worthless people love only to eat and drink. People of worth eat and drink only to live. He is rich who is content with the least, for contentment is the wealth of nature. He who is not contented with what he has, would not be contented with what he would like to have. Beware the barrenness of a busy life. The greatest way to live with honor in this world is to be what we pretend to be. Our prayers should be for blessings in general, for God knows best what is good for us. By all means, marry. If you get a good wife, you'll become happy. If you get a bad one, you'll become a philosopher. There is only one good, knowledge, and one evil, ignorance. I cannot teach anybody anything. I can only make them think. The hour of departure has arrived and we go our ways. I to die, and you to live. Which is better? Only God knows. I decided that it was not wisdom that enabled poets to write their poetry, but a kind of instinct or inspiration, such as you find in seers and prophets who deliver all their sublime messages without knowing in the least what they mean. Wonder is the beginning of wisdom. Strong minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, weak minds discuss people. Only the extremely ignorant or the extremely intelligent can resist change. We cannot live better than in seeking to become better. The nearest way to glory is to strive to be what you wish to be thought to be. I only wish that ordinary people had an unlimited capacity for doing harm. Then they might have an unlimited power for doing good. If I save my insight, I don't attend to weakness of eyesight. In childhood be modest, in youth temperate, in adulthood just, and in old age prudent. Real wisdom is the property of God, and human wisdom has little or no value. No man undertakes a trade he has not learned, even the meanest. Yet everyone thinks himself sufficiently qualified for the hardest of all trades, that of government. I would rather die having spoken after my manner, than speak in your manner and lie. The way to gain a good reputation is to endeavor to be what you desire to appear. Regard your good name as the richest jewel you can possibly be possessed of, for credit is like fire. When once you have kindled it you may easily preserve it, but if you once extinguish it, you will find it an arduous task to rekindle it again. The way to gain a good reputation is to endeavor to be what you desire to appear. Remember that there is nothing stable in human affairs. Therefore avoid undue elation in prosperity, or undue depression in adversity. Remember what is unbecoming to do is also unbecoming to speak of. If all misfortunes were laid in one common heap whence everyone must take an equal portion, most people would be contented to take their own and depart. Once made equal to man, woman becomes his superior. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle. True wisdom comes to each of us when we realize how little we understand about life, ourselves, and the world around us. Death may be the greatest of all human blessings. Get not your friends by bare compliments, but by giving them sensible tokens of your love. If a man is proud of his wealth, he should not be praised until it is known how he employs it. I know that I am intelligent, because I know that I know nothing. People demand freedom of speech to make up for the freedom of thought which they avoid. Wisdom begins in wonder. Mankind is made of two kinds of people: wise people who know they're fools, and fools who think they are wise. Whenever, therefore, people are deceived and form opinions wide of the truth, it is clear that the error has slid into their minds through the medium of certain resemblances to that truth. The mind is everything, what you think you become. The shortest and surest way to live with honor in the world is to be in reality what we would appear to be, and if we observe, we shall find that all human virtues increase and strengthen themselves by the practice of them. Think not those faithful who praise all thy words and actions, but those who kindly reprove thy faults. Envy is the ulcer of the soul. The only good is knowledge and the only evil is ignorance. The easiest and noblest way is not to be crushing others, but to be improving yourselves. False words are not only evil in themselves, but they infect the soul with evil. Remember, no human condition is ever permanent. Then you will not be overjoyed in good fortune nor too scornful in misfortune. It is better to change an opinion than to persist in a wrong one. Get not your friends by bare compliments, but by giving them sensible tokens of your love. Thou should eat to live, not live to eat. When the debate is over, slander becomes the tool of the loser. Bad men live that they may eat and drink, whereas good men eat and drink that they may live. The hottest love has the coldest end. Not life, but good life, is to be chiefly valued. Nature has given us 2 ears, 2 eyes, and but 1 tongue to the end that we should hear and see more than we speak. Employ your time in improving yourself by other men's writings so that you shall come easily by what others have labored hard for. From the deepest desires often come the deadliest hate. A system of morality which is based on relative emotional values is a mere illusion, a thoroughly vulgar conception which has nothing sound in it and nothing true. The envious person grows lean with the fatness of their neighbor. Contentment is natural wealth, luxury is artificial poverty. Call no man unhappy until he is married. Let him that would move the world, first move himself. An education obtained with money is worse than no education at all. The triumph of my art is in thoroughly examining whether the thought which the mind of the young man brings forth is a false idol or a noble true birth. Give me beauty in the inward soul. May the outward and the inward man be at one. Speak, so that I may see you. How many are the things I can do without? We gain our first measure of intelligence when we first admit our own ignorance.